Hello and welcome to Body Bags. My name is James, and this evening I will be reviewing the 2018 film Annihilation. This film is by Alex Garland. The previous film that he did was Ex Machina, Ex Machina. Sorry, the pronunciation of that one is pretty poor. Apologise. Had a heavy weekend of drinking, being a stag do in Estonia. That's why I'm looking like this and sounding like this. But back to the review. As I said, this is an Alex Garland sci-fi, fantasy, drama, horror kind of film. Basically, we have our main character, Natalie Portman. Well, she's married to some kind of special forces soldier. It's played by Oscar Isaac from Alex Garland's previous film. Actually, he does a very good job in that, and Poe Dameron from the Star Wars films. And basically, he goes on these special missions where he's not allowed to tell her anything. But this is kind of a non-linear film, and basically he's been away for like nearly a year, and she presumes he's dead, and he turns up very strangely disorientated. He doesn't really know so much, and then we kind of figure out very fast that he's actually pretty sick. So he's going to the hospital, and then they get pulled over by some government agency and taken to this special site where they interview Natalie Portman. What's her name? Is it Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think? So I can't remember the name. A character of Dr. Ventress. I think her profession was a psychologist, I think. But anyway, there's this thing called the shimmer, and it's this oddity or entity that's slowly growing. It's like inch by inch every day, and they're trying to figure out what it is. It's something that they tracked. It came from space or something, and inside the shimmer, everything is well, they don't really know. Like I said, the area is growing all the time, and they sent in probes, which doesn't get any feedback or anything. Then they start sending in teams of people, and all the people disappear, and the only one to come back is the character of Oscar Isaac, who's now incredibly sick. So Natalie Portman wants to go in and try and find out what's happened, and like how she can try to save her husband. So they're going with a team of it's just women actually, and they're all specialists in different areas. And very quickly, like they pass through, and then disorientation starts to happen quite quickly. They realise that they've lost a few days, and they start trying to figure out their bearings on what's going on. And so they go deeper and deeper into this shimmer, and stuff starts to get quite strange. They come across this crocodile that they get attacked by, and they see that it's genetically mutated, and everything is kind of very strange. There's these flowers, but all the flowered buds, although from the same branches, are all from totally different flowers. So it's impossible that they could actually be like this. That this is how nature is within the shimmer. And so they're trying to figure out what's going on. Like I said, again, deeper and deeper. And then we come across this what one of the team gets attacked, and then different things happen. They actually find a video of where they stumble across where the previous team had gone in, and this is the one with Natalie Portman's husband, and they find the video and they watch, and they're holding one of the team down, and they cut him open, and they can see these ends moving like these worms or snakes coiling around him. That freaks them out, and they actually find his body, and it's been genetically mutated. The DNA is changed, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of taken on his DNA, and although he's dead, it's continued to grow, and it looks very strange and very cool. And so you realise that the DNA is changing and being manipulated in a kind of quite drastic and unnatural way. And it's like a splicing and merging. This is one scene where we have one of the team members is starting to struggle with this, and she's starting to basically crack, and she starts to have a bit of a breakdown, and she ties up the other team members, and because another of the team member actually got abducted by something, and so she's freaking out. She's like, one of them has to have something to do with it, and she ties him up, but then she hears her screaming, and she goes to find her, but it's not her, it's this kind of bear kind of creature. It has this freaky, like I said, it kind of mimics the sounds of the other people. I think it's quite a famous scene in the film. It's the one that people seem to know about. It's very effective, it's very freaky and scary. But yeah, so the teams start to thin out, and they get closer and closer, and there's things where they realise that something's not right, and that Natalie Portman does like a DNA test, and she can see that her own DNA it's been mutated. It's been affected by what's in the shimmer, and like I said, there's she realizes that's the whole team, and there's things inside where they realize that why they can't get any signals out. It's like a refraction from the shimmer, and it's like scrambling all the signals and things like that. And it's like a scrambling of nature, what's happening, which is why all the DNA is like changing. Anyway, it gets deeper and deeper, and by the end we have Natalie Portman. She finds her way to the lighthouse, where she actually finds that Jennifer Jason Leigh's character. They go through this hole, and yeah, you see. Yeah, there's other things in the lighthouse, but I don't really want to give that away because it's quite a big part of the film. So, well, we see Jennifer Jason Leigh's character, and the shimmer, and how it changes her, and it's very psychedelic kind of visual scene. It's very ambiguous how you pick up on the story of this. Everything's like visually stunning in this film. It looks fantastic, and especially in this one scene, what's going on, and then we have this figure, this almost person, this being, this an androgynous kind of being is born and grows, and it's copying and duplicating and learning from Natalie Portman, and it's a kind of assimilating all of her, and it's like, does it want to become her and kill her, annihilate her? But again, I won't go into too much. I've been kind of like the film, a little bit ambiguous with like kind of structure on this, because it's a very scientifically driven film, but I don't I don't read that that's the point of the film. It's kind of you. It's almost like a character study of like these different people, and you learn that this team of women have got in. You learn about all the characters and like each one, and about strengths and weaknesses that they have, and like how things are affected by not the shimmer but the situation of what they're in. It's like, almost like the shimmer is a backdrop, but then what the shimmer is adding, it's like how that affects them, like how they can how they accept what's going on. So I think I'll actually leave it there. It's this is a difficult film to review without giving too much away, and it's something I just wanted to kind of, yeah. There's lots of reviews out there, but it's sort of one that I just wanted to get my thoughts on, and it fit within the theme week of Body Bags, which was like films of this decade, so 2010 to modern day, and this is definitely going to be very highly up on my top 10 films, top 10 horror films of this year. I've actually seen it twice. I really liked it the first time, and I think I've fallen in love with it the second time. I think when I watch it for a third time, I'm going to see it differently again because, like I said, the first time I was trying to kind of track the science and try and figure out if it's like not the plausibility but how everything tied in. The second time I was just invested in the characters and kind of, like I said, I dropped that kind of scientific view and went with the characters kind of study on what was going on there. And the whole ambiguity of the film, and it's like, it's not like that you make your own mind up, it's like, but I think things are purposely left unanswered. And I like that. It's like this loop of a film that you can keep going back to, and it'll surprise you each time. But anyway, that is my review. I think I gave this film, it's going to be about a 9.5 out of 10, so highly recommended film. So that's it. Thank you very much. Apologies for the very tired look and the gravelly voice, and I will speak to you all next Sunday. Have a great week. Good night.